presentation. This is this presentation is Perlsix, the Sysadmin perspective, really presented by me. You guys probably ready today. This is a great comment share alike. As I think the federal term is Twitter. So go ahead and contact. First of all, I'm going to do a recap because many of you don't know what Perlsix is. Perlsix is sometimes known as Perl number 6. It is a standard and it is a programming language. Perlsix started with the throwing of the mouse. Pretty much it was the 4th Perl Workshop. It was John Norton drew mouse because he was ticked off about where Perl was going at the time. In 2000, he drew like 5 months and let him go because he's worried about the community not being excited about Perl and was trying to develop Perl tantrum. But why does Perlsix exist? Pretty much, he was the only one. The Perl quarter stopped the hacking into the inheritance, so this is excess, but we can't get away from revolutionary changes. So we got a high barrier to entry, and the core model for a lot of reasons support things people want like HTML, OpenPVC, and XML, and among other things. The original architecture is a parser, a functional compiler, runtime system modifiable parameters, STEM models that we defined and made very flexible. But the original runtime was called PERD, record-based record machine, not stack-based, and had faster, it'd be faster, more powerful than Perl's record machine. It was released in July 2000. This is the original release date. 2000, released October 2002, and it was supposed to be similar, and very small message was that was going to be good. It was going to be big rock was going to be good. But after that, the apocalypses came in, and we were RCs, apocalypses, synopses, you know this, and as well as the community rewrite. Here's the first few community rewrites. The Topaz, written C++, but was abandoned. Sapphire, that was abandoned too. Curve, which hasn't been abandoned. Pony, which also was been abandoned. We have, or now major compilers, which I like to call compiler masters now. We have Hugs, VibSCD, Polito, and Lushika. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche, okay. Nietzsche and Bakudo. The Hugs, first big implementation of Perlsix, brought by Arthur Tang, came out in 2005 and banned 2007. We have VibSCD, which is also the standard reference of the grammar that every implementation can use, and it's still being developed, but hasn't had a stable release yet. We have Perlito. It's supposed to implement both Perl and Perlsix, and it's in development GitHub. Version 9 was released, and it has a web interface. It's cool. I say you can go check it out. As Nietzsche, it follows Perlsix to .NET code. Also works for Mono. It's supposed to explore the static aspects of Perl. Last time I checked, it's still being developed. And the big one, Bakudo, which claims itself to be useful distribution of Perl. It's implemented not by Perl, but it's released monthly. It doesn't have a stable release yet. It runs a paragraph machine. Paragraph first starts with April Fool's joke by Ronnie, where it's supposed to unify dynamic languages, and currently unifies Lua, WinXD, and Bakudo. There's some other languages, but it's not, they don't consider fully implemented on the website. originally Recruiter and Perl developed together, and now they're pulling the pieces apart. But here's the good part, my opinion on it. My opinion in Perlsix, that's second system done used. They're not making games, they're making engines. It's slushy standards, little fonts with not quite Perl. Things we invented list curves, and which was Scala, and I don't know where the goods are. First of all, I think the second system done used. We have the official and unofficial slogan Perlsix being second system done right. I think we should change it because everything appears has classic second system syndrome. Everything just got put in, but huge, but it's really hasn't been deployed and no one's using it. The problem is that Perlsix isn't focused on doing stuff like Perl was. Perl was about to do stuff every day, and just develop things to help them ship things off to the customer, whoever knows the NSA now. Perlsix is trying to fix every problem the language at once, throwing everything out, as I already mentioned, and I think some way around the problems were so they're not quite fixed. Unless there's slushy standards, they have no reference implementation yet, like many other languages that has really no direction on fixing everything. It's not easy to jump from Perl to Perlsix, in my opinion, and the specifications are not frozen yet, so it's going to be hard to stay implemented. So it's not stable for my use yet. There's not quite Perl, experimental language. It's supposed to be, I heard it's supposed to be medical power, pardon don't confirm that, but it's really not quite C. It's the horrible language. It was used in like Unix and runs on pretty much every microprocessor. It's kind of like not quite possible to run every virtual machine. It's really not quite close, not running every virtual machine yet. Also, it's not typing in Python. The parser generator was used, and I'm now using for Ruby and Bash right now. A lot of projects use it, but it's not quite close, not that either. It's not being used that way yet. But I think Perlsix is actually reinventing the list curves. I think the parsability program is actually going to make it hard for people to read. So it could allow people to extend the language at any time they want. It's got to be written. I'm not sure it's going to be all that maintainable. Also, there's been a whole lot of unmaintained projects, kind of like how this is going anyways. And the freaking virtual machine migration actually is starting to get annoying. It's migrating away from Perl and going to two virtual machines now at the same time. And I just don't like the lack of stability. I also think Perlsix is wishing for a scale. Be able to ignoring that all of the Java-based languages or written in Java themselves. Written in Java themselves. I look at the Ruby and JRuby and JPython, they're going to say the same thing. And scale as well. But they think they can just cross-compile. I'm not sure about that. And pretty much ignoring Java itself, pretty much did a retcon version numbers. So that could fix some of the marking problems that we would have with retcon, because we want to move to Java now, and Java did that. It's probably not everything, but it's probably a small thing that can keep things going. But my biggest problem is I don't know where the goods are. I hear this stuff will be out on Christmas, but it's being counted last Christmas. It was very just disappointed it didn't come out on Christmas. But now I'm starting to feel maybe I don't need it. Maybe I could just get by with Perl like it had been already. I'm, from my seat, I'm not sure if Perlsix actually fits the background we gave in the Perl Practical Extended Report language. Perlsix isn't really extending reporting anything right now, except itself. But I also saw some weird hubs that had another background called, Perlsix had a background called polymorphic extension recursive lambda. And that's all them to help with stuff. And I'm not a mathematician, I'm not sure we're going to use that. It could be mislabeling, mismarketing, but I don't feel we're going to use that. And the biggest thing is the numbers. I don't know if it's actually another version or another language, but not gonna. But it's all very confusing. It's all very confusing. I just want that fixed. I don't understand. But I don't know why there's no patch to just change comparison, fix the name. I don't know whatever, but that's all. That's all I was saying. Oh, and laziness and page achievers. I don't think this whole project is going to the happy values, because laziness, pretty much throwing everything out and rewrite it. I don't think that's basis in my opinion. The patience, we've been made 13 years worth. That's like 36 computer generations. Hubris. No, we cannot do those stupid jokes. Right. But that's pretty much my opinion. You can get this presentation here, or you can go to the our conference website and have that link, and have this annotated annotations which are that fixed for next time we send this. So